man named William Patterson. And he was a lawyer who wrote a lot about political strategy, who defended many persecuted activists and people of color, including, famously known for defending Sacco and Vanzetti, successfully defending the Scottsboro Nine, who were a group of young black men, all teenagers, who were falsely accused of attacking two white women. And William Patterson kept going until the 70s, when his career was coming to a close, when he supported the defense of Angela Davis. And in the early 1950s, he became a mentor to a young woman named Anne Braden, who was a young, white, racial justice activist struggling with guilt, struggling to find her place in the work of social change. And what William Patterson told her was that she could join something that he called the Other America, which was that unbroken legacy of multiracial struggle for a better world. Right? That legacy of white people who gave their allegiance to justice instead of white supremacy, despite constant attempts of the powerful to separate them from their comrades. William Patterson told her that whether it was her biological heritage or not, she could claim this, and she could find belonging there. She could find a home there. And that is what Anne did. And for the next 50 years, she went on as an advocate for racial and economic and gender justice, and she spoke time and time again, and wrote time and time again, about how this legacy of the Other America was her spiritual home, how it was an essential part of her identity, how it kept her grounded. And I will close by saying that I myself, have struggled with some real overwhelm at many different times over the last 4 or 5 years. Starting in 2020 with the pandemic, with witnessing so much police violence toward black people, toward activists, with supporting community members of mine dealing with homelessness and incarceration and addiction and self-harm, with having friends and family of mine in Northern California, where I live, year after year needing to evacuate their homes because of nearby fires. With the intensity of electoral politics over the last few years, with waking up so often to news of more and more people being murdered in Gaza and now in Lebanon by the Israeli military, and with all sorts of more personal things too. And what has helped me stay grounded amidst all of this more than anything else has been diving into this history and realizing that these people kept going in the face of incredible difficulty, in the face of the bondage of indenture and enslavement, in the face of vigilante mobs that could attack without warning. My Uncle Ben in the 1920s had his house burned to the ground by the Klan. These people organized amidst Jim Crow. They organized amidst the Great Depression, amidst FBI surveillance, amidst McCarthyism. And they kept going in the face of all of that, right? And they accomplished a whole lot. And that helps me stay connected to the belief and faith that we can accomplish a lot too. And so I encourage all of us to keep this legacy of the Other America close, to find belonging there, and to draw on it to find the political understanding and the spiritual strength that we need to take on the challenges in front of us today.